chicks just all up in the videos, jumping all around half naked, perpetuating that all black men and all black women do is have sex all day long. Like there's nothing else going on as far as we concerned but fucking, having sex. Like there's nothing else going on the planet. And it's such a small part of your life. Just like the distraction they use with sexuality. How often do people fuck? How often do they lay in bed and just do it? I mean, come on. They gotta get up and go get something to eat. They gotta go to work. They gotta do what they do, whatever it is that they do. So sex is such a small part of their lives. Yet and still, if you was to believe some of these videos and stuff that they play, you would think that that's all we do. Lay down, you know, on the beach, by the pool, having sex. And that's what they make it, that's what they reduce us to. And you, sister, allow your sons to perpetuate that kind of garbage against females. See, now we collectively have to start saying, you know what? I gotta elevate. Until we start doing that, you know, Barack Obama, whoever is in office is not going to change some internal conditions that we are doing as a black race destructively to destroy ourselves. There is nothing nobody going to be able to do to fix nothing like that. Okay? There's nothing. So I don't want you to get a false sense of what I'm talking about here. We got some serious issues going on in this community, and nobody's going to be able to fix but us. Okay? I surf this net and I look up and down YouTube all the time, and all I see, and I see a lot of comments with young white boys. You can feel them. A lot of them is young white boys who use the word nigga and spew a lot of hatred about how we always complain and how we mostly rob places, most of the crime committed, and they run up all these statistics. Okay, mostly half of these young kids is too young to even grasp the concept of social engineering and what has happened to the African Americans since he's been here. Okay, that's number one. So you don't have no sympathy there. Now, you don't need no sympathy. What you need is respect. Okay, but you can't get no respect when you run around with a bunch of crazy stuff in your mouth that looks like a clown. Really look like a clown when you have everything else about you that's on ground zero. You understand what I'm saying? Collectively. Okay? You have all these individual stars who making Forbes magazine, you know, and they'll print some articles and keep it going. Who's the richest, Jay-Z or 50 Cent? Jay-Z or 50 Cent? And keep us arguing on those mundane levels. As opposed to collectively, why don't we own banks? Why aren't we tapping into the trade with international countries, African countries? Why haven't we tapped into the trade and world picture of consumer economics, or producer of producing economics, I should say? Why aren't we even exploiting it as a group? With all this money we got all around us, we can't even do it in our major cities. Okay, so this is a problem, but it starts with us. It starts with us, and we're gonna have to start holding some of these niggas accountable. And I have to call them niggas because that's what they are. They shines and they fur heads. Because when you start looking at the overall picture, and whether it's me, my family, my neighbors, when you can't look and see it collectively what is happening on the world scale, and you cannot see yourself on the large picture only in your hood, in your neighborhood, in your block, then you're missing the point. you're missing the point entirely and totally. Because every group needs to preserve and has a need to preserve its history. As black folk, we got to preserve our history. And it's not just coming over here or on ships as slaves. We got to understand that in order for us to play in the world game, circle, we have to get economically strong. We have to get economically viable. We have to be economically and motivated collectively to making this happen all across America. We got to start setting up some banks. You know, we got to start actually. We have one here in our city, one or two. You know, but we need to start having some of this wealth that some of these athletes and some of these great stars that make the Forbes magazine, they have to start doing a better job. They have to start doing something in terms of a collective pot that begins to create wealth and trade for black people, the masses of their people. And they got to be willing and wanting to do this. And what will stop them? Willie Lynch. I'm better than you. I pull myself up by the bootstraps, so why can't you? But white people don't think like that. See, because I don't care how bad off they are. They still gonna be better off than your black ass if it comes between the two of you getting a position. They're gonna look out. Okay? So when you want to change your condition, you have to make sacrifices. You know, you have to begin to think collective. Cooperative economics, Ujima. It's an African principle. The problem is we have to stop assimilating white behavior. We have to stop thinking in the individualistic type of way. We are black Caucasians, African Caucasians. We are so far outside of our nature, and then you wonder why we can't create jobs for ourselves. But look at all the money LeBron James got, and Kobe Bryant got, Shaquille O'Neal got, and Magic Johnson. Yeah, they doing stuff on an individual level. I think Magic and Janet, and I think maybe a couple more, if I'm not mistaken, started the process of opening up a bank or two in California. And I think Magic is actively involved with Lowe and things of that nature. What I'm saying is, collectively, we need more Magic Johnsons working together under one umbrella, not a Magic Johnson, okay? And it is the responsibility of these certain elders, certain money pits in our among us, to see to it, just like the Indians do, now that they've taken over the gaming, that the majority of their people, the masses of the people, are covered with something. But we're not even coming to the business table with an independent mindset. We're not even coming to the business world with more than individualistic type predator behaviors that we've learned from our master. We go buy 4 or 5 Bentleys. Let's wake up, y'all.
When you get, I used to get my nails done by them. You know, I know they get the yeah, and you just wondering like, okay, this bitch is working on my foot. You know, this shit didn't start till she put my foot up in her damn lap. What is up with that shit? And then we turn around and we go back in there. Okay, you done been going all these fucking years